two reasons to watch this video. First, if you have these stock mirrors and are planning to add a bar end mirror, I will show you which mirrors to get and how to install these. Second, if you already have these mirrors installed and it vibrates, or these are loose, or it makes your throttle tight, then I will show you how to fix that. Hi friends, welcome to the 16th episode of Urban Throttler. In my last episode, which was around Fuelix, the full review of Fuelix, a lot of you asked around about the bar end mirrors that I use. So this episode will be totally around that. So in this video I will be covering three things specifically. First is which bar end mirrors I use, how did I buy those, and how much did it cost. Second would be the installation of the bar end mirrors on my CB350 Honda Highness. I will talk about how you can install these bar end mirrors, what kind of screws or any nut bolts or anything else that you would need to install these bar end mirrors on Honda Highness. I will also include the challenges that you will face while installing the bar end mirrors, and the third part will be the problems that people usually face with the bar end mirrors in general. And I've also faced a couple of challenges with these, or it could be with any bar end mirrors on Honda Highness, and I will show you how to tackle with those challenges. So do watch the video to the end. Starting with the first topic, which is which bar end mirrors am I using with my Honda Highness. So these are the bar end mirrors that I am using. It is available offline as well as online. I purchased it offline. It costed me around 2,100 rupees with the installation cost. It is available online as well on spotify.co.in. I will add the complete link in the description below, and the price that they have online is 2,500. So check offline if there is any vendor which can get it for you. Use that. If you are from Delhi NCR, let me know in the comments below. I will share my workshop details and you can get it from there. Now let's talk about the installation of the bar end mirrors on Honda Highness. First thing that I'm pretty sure that all of you would know that not every stock bike supports bar end mirrors. So what I mean by that is, if you would remove this part from your bike, you would see that your handlebar that you have in your bike is empty from inside. So if there is nothing inside, you won't be able to use the screw to hold the bar end mirrors. That is the biggest challenge currently with a lot of bikes. The newer models of Honda Highness do support bar end mirrors in a stock version, but the bike that you see right now, my bike is from Jan 2021, and it does not support bar end mirrors. Okay, now to solve this, you would need this screw. This is a bar end fitting screw. So what it does, you have to put this screw inside the handlebar. The more you tight this screw, it will expand. So this part usually expands, and the more it expands, it holds its position inside the handlebar. So let me keep this aside and pick this for example. Now if you see, one of my screws is also broke. So it broke off while I was trying to remove the mirror. So yeah, so this is just an example. So let's say it would go directly inside this. Right now, since this screw was also already used, it is already expanded a little. So it goes inside. So just a minute, it goes inside like this, and you would have to then use the Allen key to tighten this up. Okay, now this is how you can install it. And while installing, please remember that if you would see, this is a great example. If you see that the more you tighten this up, this part of the mirror would rub against the throttle, and it would even make your throttle tight. So if you see, if I do it, the throttle would just stick at its place. Okay, so this will be the challenge with Honda Highness specifically. Now what the workshop guy, the guy at the workshop did is, just remove it. He added this small bolt or a placeholder, I would call it a holder, within, just remove it. He added it inside the screw. So before adding this part of the screw, he added this bolt. So let me see if I can. So for example, the only way to show it, yeah, so let's say this part of the screw was here, Okay, so what he did is he added this within. This part was directly here, so it prevented the throttle, the bar and mirrors from rubbing against the throttle, and it worked. At times I used to feel that the throttle is a bit tight, because even with this part, I don't know how, even there was a space between the bar end and the throttle, it again used to make my throttle a bit tight at times. Now this is the challenge that I have faced. Now we'll talk more about the challenges in my third part, but basically the second part was around how you can install these bar and mirrors on your Honda Highness, which you can easily do if your bike does not support the bar and mirrors by default. Get these screws. These are available on Spotify, around 92 rupees. I will add the link in the video description, and you can use these screws to add the bar and mirrors, not just in Honda Highness but in any bike. Okay, a small request before we move on to the third part is that if you're still watching the video and have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and like the video. It will just simply tell me that my videos are helpful, and will also let YouTube know that my videos are good, and it can push my videos to the more audience. So thank you. Again, the challenges that you would face would be different. So now let's discuss the challenges that you would face with the bar and mirrors, and not just these bar and mirrors. Most of the bar and mirrors do end up vibrating a lot. They often gets loose. I think those are the major two challenges. I have not faced the vibration issue, and it usually is because of the fitting. So if the fitting is proper, then the bar and mirrors won't vibrate. Okay, it also depends upon the quality of the bar and mirrors as well, honestly. So I'm not sure if these are original Royal Enfield ones or not, but these are good. Okay, the second part, which is they often gets loose. Okay, and this could be again related to vibration as well. If your bar and mirrors are vibrating, it could be loose as well. So right now my major challenge that I was facing from last 2 weeks was that once a week I had to ensure that the fitting was proper. I had to every time tighten this bar and mirrors, or it often used to get tilted towards the backward and this one to the forward. It used to happen. So right now what I'm thinking is that instead of adding the bolt or this bolt directly within the handlebar, I will add this part. I will cut this part. So if you see, this part is divided into three parts. I would say the first one, this part goes inside the handle. This part, the second part, this adds a space between the handle and the throttle so that it doesn't rub against it, and the third part, the chunky part, stays outside. So let me show you this. So if you see, this is our third part, this is our second part inside, which you can see, and the whole first part, which is this one, is inside the handle. Okay, my assumption is, which I will try and I'll show you in this video as well, is that I will cut this fork mount into two parts. I will keep the first part, I will keep the second part, but I will cut the third part, which is the chunky part. And after cutting this, I will again insert this mount into the handlebar, and then I will insert the screw inside this part. So inside this part. Okay, the assumption is that it's not, I mean, no matter how much force I apply, I can't rotate it. I can't. So I'm thinking that if I'm not able to rotate this part, it would mean that it holds its place pretty much easily, and it won't be able to, I mean, the bar and mirrors won't vibrate and it won't move if I add the screw within this part. So that is my assumption. In my next part of this video, I will cut this fork mount into two parts. I will try showing you all of you how can you install these bar and mirrors by using the second part of this. Okay.